Hello guys and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, this time with the updated Kaiserreich mod, and we will give that a go after it finally has been released for the No Step Back DLC. Of course we're gonna go with Germany. So for those of you who don't know this mod, this is one of the best and my most favorite mod for Hearts of Iron 4. It's basically an alternative universe where Germany won the First World War, and therefore has major impact on the world stage still. As you can see, Germany is quite big in the middle of Europe and also has a huge amount of colonies and allies in this alternative playthrough. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. I think for most of this stuff I go with the default settings. Yeah, I'm not gonna strengthen anyone, I'm going with regular difficulty, historical AI, please disable, we'll do that. Press start. I also like the new soundtrack. I don't know. I'm not an expert on this, but it sounds a bit Irish to me. Correct me if I'm wrong here. So let's see what we got. You can always pause the video if you would like to read this. I've also installed a few more mods. One of them is the Colored Puppets mod, which actually allows to colorize your puppets in the color of your own nation. So we let AI change colors as well. Talking about mods, there's one more thing. The state transfer tool. With that, you can create prettier borders or transfer states between nations. But we're only gonna use that, of course, for having nice borders and peace treaties. So no cheating here. So what's gonna be the battle plan for this? It's gonna be a very different game than the vanilla game, because we are in the opposite situation. In this one we have the strength of economy, we have access to resources all over the world, but we have a declining economy at the beginning, and we have a major debuff to a weird doctrine, as you can see here. Yeah, so the plan will be to stay defensive for at least when the war starts, uh, and then basically outproduce our enemies. Talking about our enemies, who could have guessed that France is gonna be an enemy of us? Also Great Britain, they're in this new faction, Third International. And I think we will see that this faction will even expand during peacetime, even before the World War will erupt. So, and yeah, basically we will try to prevent that from happening as much as we can, of course, but there are limits to that. So, getting the starting setup done here, we're gonna build a good amount of civilian factories first, because they will help us in the long run. Gonna choose the states where we have high infrastructure, but that's just those three. Talking about infrastructure, we also want the additional resources, so we build that in quite a few states. Things looking good. Maybe also give you an overview of our faction. Basically we have a good chunk of East Europe in our faction. I think Lithuania, the Baltic Duchy and White Ruthenia, they are puppets of us, while Ukraine is just a loose ally. And also we got Belgium. This is also a puppet, but they could actually break free during peacetime. So then in Africa we have Morocco. We have our colony state Middle Africa. We have Madagascar. And in East Asia we got German East Asia, which is also a nice resource provider. Same goes for Middle Africa, of course. But we don't have any allies or puppets in the Americas, and also not in most part of Asia. So let's see how this goes. Ah, and we got Austria. So Austria-Hungary has been dissolved, as it seems, but the other states which came after Austria-Hungary, they are all puppets of Austria. So let's see how that happens. Then we have a huge Bulgaria, which is probably, yeah, encircled by enemies who all have claims on Bulgaria. We will see how that turns out. We have quite a decent Finland. This could be a natural ally for us. Then a few states broke away from the Russian Empire, specifically in Central Asia. Also in East Asia we have Trans-Amur. That's probably, I guess that would have been an ally of Japan, but they don't have a faction yet. Then we have a huge Chinese faction. This is probably the colony of, yeah, of the Netherlands still. What else? We got the Ottoman Empire with a few puppets and a natural enemy. It's gonna be Egypt. Then what we got here, Australasian Confederation. Contains both Australia and New Zealand. And let's check the Americas. Got Canada, of course. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting because we have a different faction here. That's the old Entente, consisting of Canada, South Africa, Australia, parts of India, and interestingly, the second France. So we got basically a European France. This is part of the Internationale, and the African colonies seem to have broken free from that. So, and they are in the Entente faction. That's interesting. Then of course we got the US, pretty much the same borders as in our world. And I doubt there's many changes in Central and South America. At least not for now. Oh, Argentina is spread in half. We have the Patagonian Workers Front. Interesting. Good amount of Brazil. And European colonies. That's pretty much the same over here. So yeah, talking about our game plan, it will be to delay the enemy as long as we can because they will have nice, yeah, fighting buffs and production buffs in the beginning of the war, while we will still be suffering from the industry, from the collapse of the industry after the black market. So the plan will be to stop them as long as possible and then turn the tides over time, just outproducing them. Talking about production, we are not gonna go for any artillery. Instead we're gonna have support. No light tanks, no. And no light bombers as well. Instead of that we will have close air support. No naval bombers as well. Talking about the navy, we won't go for any of these old ships, they're not interesting. We will have a submarine fleet later on. For now we are just gonna build a merchant fleet. Convoys. We got one more. Let's place that in to train civilian trains, yeah. They're gonna be important for our logistics. But anyway, we will swap to armored trains as soon as possible. Let's check the industry here. And we're gonna go research, of course. And even more industry. Then check our national focus tree. That's pretty much the same as in the last version of the game before, no step back. So the plan here will be to go down this tree until finalized centralization with a nice goods factories, minus 5% buff, and then fix the economy through those black market reforms. But for that we will additionally need to go for military industrial complex, I think. Yeah, that's a requirement to go for gold standard over here. So yeah, it will be partly this and this tree after we finished finalized centralization. And after that we will try to get rid of this nasty doctrine debuff. Of course we're gonna go new doctrine and then new text box, which will end this huge debuff here. We also got this one, will be gone very soon in the game. Fruits of the open door. That's probably also, it's gonna be depending what happens in East Asia. I think that buff is coming from the legation cities, yeah. Either they collapse or they join Japan. In both cases we will lose the buff. Only if they stay in the current situation we'll keep this buff. Let's see what's gonna happen. That's not up to us. So we will let our colonies have their own fleets, that's okay, but we're gonna change the colors. So yeah, a bit more grey on the world map now. As you can see, there seems to be a bug. We can't modify the government right now. Oh, I haven't even picked the national focus. Let's go. Okay, then we need to collect our armies. We're not gonna guard any of our colonies. It's not necessary, I think. They are not important at this point. We will instead bring all the divisions to the Franco-German border for defense. And then let's take care about the templates as well. We won't have many templates in this playthrough. Not gonna have any special forces, and probably maybe later on 2 types of infantry. But for the moment being, we're just gonna go with 1 infantry division. And then we need our division to reduce resistance. That's gonna be cavalry, that's alright. And then we will have a garrison template, that's gonna be that, and of course the tanks. So, let's check the air force as well. Got a good amount of planes here. Send them over here for now. And also the navy. We got a huge chunk of outdated submarines. I guess they will not help us in any way, so I'm just gonna disband them. Okay, we got a good amount of destroyers, add them into this fleet, and even more destroyers. It's gonna be you, and we're gonna go strike force here to basically protect our own naval access. Okay, I think I have set up everything. Let's start the game. So we see our troops being transported to the Franco-German border already. Okay, not too much equipment is missing, even though we changed a lot of templates there. So at the start of the war we will try to have 40 divisions. Operations, militaries, upgrades. Garrison is also going to be important. Check the logistics. Oh really? I'm pretty surprised we have all the supply we need. Okay, which is good. Yeah, we're gonna go with 120 divisions for the start of the war. And these are all gonna be defensive divisions. We are going to have 80 divisions in the west and probably 40 in the east. Because our friends in the east will probably not be able to hold against Russia without any support. Then here we're gonna do the last one, do nothing, because our stability will recover anyway, and we need political power for now. Counterintelligence, yeah, the Black Week events are starting now, which is not good, but we're going for political power first. Republic. That at least means they will not join the Internationale. They will either join Austria or the Entente. But both of us is okay for us. They should take the shares. Oh, we got 100 political power for free. We are going to pick free trade first. That's such a huge buff. 5% construction, 5% research speed, and even 5% production. Now we're even in the minus political power. Something happened in East Asia. Oh yeah. It seems like the League of 8 Provinces is now collapsing. Also, earlier we saw a huge Chinese faction. Seems like it's already gone. Jail the leaders. Yeah, and we have some multi-front wars going on already. So many events. And more political power lost. They declared independence as well. So I think the League of 8 Provinces is soon gone. It's pretty obvious. Even more negative events. He's gonna be underlying defender. Okay, now it starts to become interesting. First of all, Australasia is gonna join the Internationale probably after the Syndicalists took over. They are not strong in their government. And for our colonies we will try to keep them alive, and the price of just 8 civilian factories seems to be worth it. Because later on we will need all the resources they can provide, and also their troops. Again, another hard decision here. We can either support Poland and Ukraine and risking our economy to fall apart even further. That can't happen. Yeah, we're gonna go with the first one. We must protect our own peasants. At least a little amount of political power was provided by that. Jeez, minus 130. So, with the next focus we can already fix the quenched militarism debuff. And we will also receive a bit of manpower. Yeah, manpower is an issue already. But the real focus is this one. That's a nasty debuff, 50% consumer goods. Peace deal. Check what happened in Afghanistan. I think they lost these provinces. Famine in Sichuan. Thanks for the manpower, friends. I think we can send out our navy for training. That way we will invest our oil, but receive a huge amount of naval experience at least. No construction going on anymore. So it will be hard to get oil from Romania after this event. Trade sanctions. You deserve that. Debuff Romania. Costa Rica assistance. Full control. Argentina. Go down here until we reach finalized centralization, because that's a requirement for Investitionsprogramm over here, which will reduce the debuff of Black Monday. So we even got even older planes are in our stockpile. Woman, know your limits. I'm sorry. Concentrate industry, and there we have our armored trains. Trying to go for the industry further. Yeah, pink. I need more factories in that. Where are we getting the army experience from? That's very decent. Let's check. Yeah. So our infantry template will be a 21 with engineering company. Probably cannot take that yet. We will go for anti-air, so we can shoot down a few planes of the enemy and also get a decent amount of piercing. That's just 19 combat width, but we're gonna go for one more infantry division, I think. Yeah, then we got 21. Now this already costs us huge amount of equipment, so we will need to get the industry up as soon as possible, because we're just producing one support equipment per day because of the huge debuff of Black Monday effects. Oh, something happened in China. Oh, Australasia has changed the government again, and now they they join the Entente right away. Interesting. Oh, there's so many wars in China. That's a huge civil war. Maybe that's because in this universe Japan isn't that strong, because they didn't win the First World War and got all the German colonies. They are not that present in China, so the Chinese can focus on themselves. Get more construction. Oh no. So we can already finish this template. Infantry 21. Greece. Apply sanctions. Yeah, it's gonna be sanctions for you too. So we got Romania and Greece covered. Lithuanian. Yeah, we give them limited autonomy in exchange for a trade deal. Aristocrats took Mongolia. Interesting. That's actually our faction now. We are also authoritarian Democrats, I think, yeah. So all the oil is gone, but we got a good amount of naval experience for that. What happened now? So Flanders joined. And what's with... yeah, they joined too. But Flanders has become a puppet of the Netherlands? Really? Belgium just dissolved and it seems the Netherlands stole a good chunk from us. Can we actually do something? Will we get some event or anything for that? No? Ah, there it is. Exactly, that's what we wanted. First of all, take care of Liberia or whatever. We don't need them, they are so small. Yeah, they're on their own. Dutch take over Flanders. Send ultimatum. I think we're gonna go with war here. I think that's gonna be it about the Netherlands, my friend. This way we will receive a good puppet. And also, I wonder what will happen with Dutch East India. Can we actually get our hands on them as well? Stop the naval training, we will need some oil. Dutch East Indians are in. Call. That should actually be possible. That would be decent if we can get our hands on Dutch East India. Call all into this war. Mechanical computing, further expand the industry. Creation of the Internationale, oh god. It's called Flanders, okay. Oh no, our colony got its own war now. Okay, then we're just gonna try to crush the Netherlands. What I also want to do is I would like to send some light bombers to our friend in East Asia, because that will make it more likely that they win. Also give them a few infantry equipment. Flanders has capitulated already. Argentina wants a few marks between France. Let's see what they do. Okay, they're not attacking. Crush them. So we can go down the Black Monday effects tree now. Nice. 3% consumer goods. Okay. Oh, we can actually take states from the Dutch East Indies. Nice. That's great news. Nice, we even got a little foot on South America now. Suriname is ours. Let's check. The mod now should allow us to decide what to do with the territories exactly. So we could go Dutch Guinea, that's gonna be Suriname. Papua New Guinea is gonna be part of German East Asia. The war is not running very good. And for Flanders, I actually prefer United Belgium at the border. Yeah, let's go. Let's reunite them. The Netherlands, we're gonna annex a little chunk, Limburg. And the rest can be independent. And Indonesia will also be part of German East Asia. That's decent. Here. Let's check the colors again. Return. I hope they are not getting back the Ardennes because they are mine, but only Dunkirk if I allow that. Yeah, they're only getting Dunkirk back, which is fine. Change colors of Flanders below. I'm a bit worried about this war now. Serbian elections, I don't care. Bulgaria, yeah. It seems like a war is gonna erupt in the Balkans again. We're gonna support Bulgaria. Costa Rica as well. Let's now approve the motion. Ah, the money will not be for the people. Go into warlords' pockets. So then we're gonna deny. So what we got next? We can either do that, but we will lose 5 civilian factories, which is very bad. So we're gonna go on the right side instead, just a bit of stability. It seems the encirclement has been lifted. Greece joined the Balkan Pact, that's interesting. Bulgaria, you're in trouble now. And Romania as well. Now only the Ottoman Empire is missing. Yeah, we're gonna support Bulgaria. But that's just words, I suppose. Can we... I think we're gonna send some extra transport... No, light bombers to Bulgaria for support. Might be worth it, the investment. Can only send once the war has broken out, yes. Wei Long, elected president of the USA. That's the southerner guy, I think, yeah. Yeah, that's... for Germany, that's the best one. Because he's also authoritarian Democrat. but he will have to survive a civil war, I guess. Don't want to tell you too much. Oh, Spain is breaking apart as well. We got 100 political power. Yeah, we're gonna go with early mobilization. So many wars and instability. At least we have doubled our production for now, but it's still very low. Got a good amount of army experience already. Let's check this template as well. Oil experiments. Let's check what we have here. So we're gonna go for U-boats. Then it's gonna be this one. Naval research speed. That's great. Pick this one. Night fighting is very good. Italy as well. Oh, they are split it into pieces as well. That's 4 Italian states. Exporting to 30 days, 5% minus. Yeah, we really need to get our economy fixed real soon. I mean, the trade deals are helping, as you can see here, but still we need the Black Monday effects to be fixed. What's the situation in East Asia? Looking better now. Yeah, you can say that. They have huge resistance in the newly acquired territories, 26%. Yeah, go to Spain, bro. Nice, they're making progress. Oh no, another enemy even within Europe. I think there was nothing I could do to prevent that from happening. Oil. What else do we have? Yeah, it's gonna be the radio next. Nice. So the first part of the Black Monday effect is fixed now. For the second we will need to go one of those trees, and we would like to go military industry complex, and especially later on this panzer focus. Consumer goods minus 5%, armor production cost minus 20%, that's huge. Can pick that, of course. The other ones provide also decent buffs. Yeah. This one is also great because it provides a buff to everything, not just the tanks. Actually, it could be better. What do we have in between? But we don't want support artillery. Don't need support artillery. Could also go on this one. Construction speed is also decent. I think we're gonna try them one in the middle. Scope. What else? I mean, this is a nice focus as well. Motorized infantry and factory. That's why we're gonna need this one, I think. Focus here, we can go. Yeah, we're gonna go with the middle focus. Another 100 political power for political normalization. Finally, at least now we got 33 civilian factories in construction. Okay, seems like it has turned into a stalemate now. Hope they have air support. That's superiority. No, they don't. Even though I sent them a few planes. Yeah, they have reached. Nice. Even more political power. Standoff in America. Okay. We are going to invest in the Americas as well. Let's disband the light bombers and Bulgaria as well. So, who to focus next? Bulgaria, or I think I'm gonna go for America anyway. Yeah, I'm sorry Bulgaria, but it's America first. Finland is back. Welcome, bro. He's got just 8 divisions, but he's adding a lot of length to the front. That's not a good deal, or at least let's see. What else have we here? No, we don't need any of these. We will need the industry company next. This one will provide a huge buff to resources and also production efficiency cap. Let's wait for 150 political power. Do we want to change the government? No. Why? I mean, the way the game works is the more support our government party has, the more political power we receive. So I don't see any point in change here. We'll join the coalition, whoever. Oh, it's gonna be you. And then we can go for the industry company. Okay. The civil war in the US is starting. Let's send them some supplies. Start landing these. Can we send? We don't need artillery. US light tanks. Old planes. So with that we hope to at least lengthen the American Civil War, so the syndicates won't win. That's the major objective. But also it would be nice if the American Union side would win, because then the US could turn into an ally for us. But that's not happening very often. Oh, New England has declared independence. Oh, they are a puppet of Canada now? Funny. Let's see how long the United States can withstand a war on all fronts. So it was pick 2, yeah, we need this one. Or the alternative would be zip 3, that's this one. So civilian companies. Then we're gonna go for the civilian first. Maybe then we don't need to build so many civilians factories. Democracy in the Philippines. 1,000. No, we don't care. Let them do whatever it takes. Tsardom restored. That means they are back to monarchy. Yeah, looks like. Oh, we have a war in Panama. Okay, Canada's going for Panama. Interesting. Okay, need more oil. More fuel. Talking about fuel, we can stop the naval trainings again. 10% extra defense. So we got 100 political power. Yeah, we're gonna go for the infantry designer next. Austria declared on Hungary. Seems like they tried to get independent. Let's see how this turns out. Yeah, we're gonna go for the infantry designer because of this stupid debuff, 50% extra doctrine cost. We won't have many doctrines at the beginning of the war, so the only thing we can actually do is provide better technology and have access to the second infantry equipment over here. Formation of the Moscow Accord. That's an alliance, right? No? It's Moscow. Okay guys, this episode is already becoming too long. Gonna see you in the next episode.